Welcome to part 2 of my Reading Rush vlogs. It's Wednesday. No, it's not. It's Thursday, so day 4 of the Reading Rush. Once again, I have mostly been working this morning. I had a call for work, and as I said, this week has been pretty busy for me, but I did read 10% of Crown of Midnight last night. Here it is again on my broken little e-reader. So not too much to say after reading only 10%, but I'm already starting to feel like my shipping is switching. Like I used to ship her more with Dorian in the first book, and already I'm sensing that I like her more with Kale in this book. It just has more of like friendship vibe, which I like, and also I'm realizing Dorian and her are like very different and have very different lives, so it might not be as like compatible as her and Kale. But also we have a new character addition named Roland, who probably people who have read this are like, yeah, we know what happens, but I have no clue. But I think Roland is gonna be another love interest for her. Like, does she have literally unlimited love interests? So we'll see how that goes. But Roland seems like he's like the bad boy, like cocky one, which is what Dorian used to be, in my opinion, more of like the cocky one. So I'm like, is this just like another new copy of Dorian? And now I'm sensing Dorian and her might actually be better as just friends. I don't know, 10% I can't really say a lot, but that's my initial thoughts. Hello, so I have just been reading Crown of Midnight. I'm 44%, so almost halfway. Just wanted to check in and say this did take me a little while to get into it. Like probably the first 20% I was like, maybe I'm not gonna love this book as much as the first one. But now I'm like really into it. It's just like so addicting, and it's those short chapters, so you just want to keep reading. I'll say I'm continuing to ship Selena more with Kale, but that doesn't really mean anything because my favorite character remains being Dorian. I think him and Nahima are my two favorite characters in the series so far, and I'm really glad that Dorian seems to be having more of a storyline, even though he's no longer romantically involved in Selena. I'm really excited to see his storyline progress, and the rest of the whole like mystery that's going on, it's just kind of sucked me back in. So that is exciting, and I'm really enjoying it. Even though it's the biggest book on my TBR for Reading Rush, I think I should finish it pretty quickly. Like, I accept the flaws that it has, and I'm just embracing it and enjoying it. Also, I'm very happy that I finished the Reading Outside challenge because it's so nice to not go outside and not be sweating while I read, and just read in my nice air-conditioned place. So this is how day 4 is going so far. Hello, it is about 11 p.m. now, so a lot of hours have passed. I've been reading a lot. I'm at 70% of Crown of Midnight, so I've definitely been making progress. But something very upsetting happened, which if you know, you know. And it really brought me down. I was really sad, especially after my last update where I literally was just talking about my favorite characters. You can probably guess what happened, but yeah, I was not pleased with that thing that happened in the story. However, I have found this book to be really addicting, just like Throne of Glass. Sarah J. Maas knows what she's doing. She's really creating an addicting story, even if things are upsetting me. I honestly want to like keep reading, but I'm getting really tired, so I'll probably read until I literally can't keep my eyes open. But I'm guessing I will not finish it if I am only at 70%, but that means I will definitely finish it tomorrow, I'm sure. So that's exciting, and then I'll only have one book left. I also want to mention that I also finished the show Cursed that I was watching on Netflix, and I know for most of that if you watch my previous vlog, So I just spilled water all over myself. That was great. I guess a little wake-up call for me. Anyway, Cursed. I had mixed feelings about it throughout, which I sort of mentioned in my previous Reading Rush vlog, but it honestly ended on a really high note. Like, I really am excited for the next season. It left me wanting more, so I'm not sure if I would really recommend the show to many people, but if you're into medieval stories and you like magic and fairies and like medieval stuff like I said, then I would consider checking it out. But yeah, there were parts that I was like, hey, this isn't great. There's like unnecessary violence, unnecessary like killing of all the best characters, but there were some good moments and there are some good characters, so I just thought I'd put my thoughts out about that show too. Watching that and then reading Throne of Glass series at the same time is kind of reminding me like how much I do love the whole medieval themed things like sword fighting and like all that stuff. It's pretty fun. So I guess that's kind of my wrap up of day 4. I got quite a bit of reading done of Crown of Midnight. It is going to be crossing off the challenges of reading a book on a continent that I don't live on and reading the first book that I touch. So once I finish this book, I'll have completed all the challenges except for one. This has been my day 4. Not too many updates today, but just been reading the one book now. Good night. Hello, happy day 5 of the Reading Rush. It's Friday and I'm so relieved. TGIF, as they say, and I've just been working again as always, so I haven't got to read yet, but I've been listening to Taylor Swift's new album, so at least that has been something good that's happened today. I'm enjoying it. I have listened to it once all the way through and I'm listening through it again. I think my favorite song is Exile and I like the first song, The One, but I'll have to see the more I listen to it which songs stick out. I also have a package arriving today which I'm excited about, so there's a couple good things happening, but still have to work and I'm not very motivated. I feel like that's pretty common for Friday. That's definitely a Friday mood. Yeah, as I mentioned, my goal in terms of reading is to finish Crown of Midnight, which I only have 30% left, so I should be able to do that, and then start my final book, which is The Sun Is Also a Star, because I'm not going to have as much time to read this weekend as I originally thought that I would, so I really want to get as much reading done today as I can. Look what got here! Excited to open it. So basically what I got is made a little investment in my YouTube channel and got a tripod for my phone. I don't use a camera, I still use my phone, but I figure having a tripod would make it easier. I think it's supposed to be pretty tall though. Okay, so it gets taller. Trying to see how tall it gets. Okay. Exciting. And then the second thing I got, again for mostly for my YouTube, is a wall tapestry that I can put behind me when I film. I don't know what these are. Okay, let's see if I can show you. And it's a good size. Hopefully you can see it. The moon and stars, and then I liked how it has like the flowers on it too. So you'll be seeing this in some of my videos now, and they'll have a better stand, which you won't be able to see, but I won't be having to use boxes and books. Yeah, that's exciting. Oh my gosh, okay, so I'm filming on the tripod. Actually, maybe you can tell because it's like higher than I normally would put it. I put it on like a table or something. Don't mind me, just like fangirling over this. I know I haven't done any of like the challenges, like the Instagram challenges, because I don't have a Bookstagram. Maybe I'll get one day, but if I were, I feel like I'd be cosplaying as like Pippi Longstocking today. Hey, so I just finished Crown of Midnight. It was really good. It had a big reveal, which I sort of did see coming, but it's a pretty exciting reveal. I definitely am enjoying this series and excited to keep reading. Dorian remains my favorite character. He remains being my love. I'm interested to look into some other people's reviews and see what other people think and how they feel about all the characters. Kale, I like him, but he is a little bit boring to me. Definitely prefer reading about Dorian and about Selena. It's really interesting that the reveal that happened was never revealed earlier than like the end of the second book, but I think that is something people say about Sarah J Maas, is that she has really good twists and stuff, so I can see what they mean by that. I'd probably give it 4 out of 5 stars, I think, because I did enjoy it so much, but then there was that thing that I wasn't happy with, and I don't know, I just don't feel like giving it like 5 stars. So now I've read 3 out of 4 of the books that I plan to read, and it's only Friday, so I have the rest of the night to read The Sun Is Also a Star, and then I'll be done all the challenges once I do that. So feeling good. So it's midnight, or almost midnight. Let's take a look at The Sun Is Also a Star. Oh, 3%. I read like 3 pages. So this was not a successful front for my final book. I don't know how it's gonna go because there's the weekend, I have plans. So the rest of the reading rush might be a flop for me, but I'm gonna try and read a little bit until I go to bed tonight. It's been good while it lasted. Hello, happy day 6 of the reading rush. I have plans today, as I mentioned, with my mom and my sister. We're gonna be swimming and stuff like that. Don't know how much reading I'm gonna do, but I think I have a couple minutes before we leave, so I'm gonna try and read a little bit. Last night I only got to 11% of the book, so I might have to do the majority of my reading tomorrow on Sunday, like maybe when I go back home, because I'm going back to Toronto to my apartment, so that might be when I get the majority of my reading done on this. But it's a bigger book than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize it was like the same amount of pages as Crown of Midnight. That is my day 6 update so far. I'll try and vlog a little bit of what we do, and I'll give you any reading updates if I even have any. Hey, so happy day 7 of the reading rush. It's the last day. As you guys saw yesterday, I had a pretty busy day, so I only got to like 40 something% of The Sun Is Also a Star, and I did end up winning mini putt, which you guys saw, so just thought I would share that. But I'm not sure if I mentioned what The Sun Is Also a Star is about, but it is about this girl who is originally from Jamaica, but she's been living in America for the last like 10 years, and her family is getting deported tonight, so she is trying to find a way for them to stay because she's already been here. So not here, I don't live in America, but she's been there for so long that it's gonna like completely change her life to leave now. Meanwhile, we're also seeing the point of view of Daniel, who is a Korean American guy, and they bump into each other on this day, and it's basically them spending the day together, and he's trying to have her fall in love with him. And so it's like a cute like romance, and also deals with a lot of like immigrant themes and stuff like that. So this is the book that I saw the movie for, and I thought it was very cute while also a little cheesy. So far it's very similar to the movie. The only difference is that we are seeing the point of views of a couple other characters, like their parents or random people that they interact with. The point of views are also going back and forth like really like constantly. There'll be like only a couple pages from Daniel's point of view, and then only a couple pages of Tasha's point of view. So it's a very easy to read because the chapters are so short. Hello, I just finished my final book for the reading rush, The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I'm also back in my apartment, as you can kind of notice. Maybe it's not as nice. So my reading and my vlogging was not as good this weekend as it was during the week, but I was busy, as you guys saw, doing stuff with my family. I got sunburned, I don't know if you can tell. However, I did finish reading all 4 books that I planned on reading, which is really exciting, and I feel proud. This was my first reading rush that I took part in, so it's been fun. I'm excited to hopefully continue my channel and do it again one day. But as for my thoughts on The Sun Is Also a Star, this was to complete the final challenge, that was read a book that was inspired by a movie you've already seen. So I did watch The Sun Is Also a Star a couple weeks ago, and I was hoping that it would give me more, and I kind of just feel like I read the exact same story. Like, the movie was very similar to the book. I could see people who were fans of the book being like happy with that adaptation because it was really similar, and I honestly feel like I didn't get that much more from reading the book. We did get more in-depth stuff with the parents, especially Natasha's dad, but I don't feel like it added that much. Like, there were a lot of exact scenes in both, and they had the same, you know, themes of like fate and destiny and stuff like that. And then I actually was hoping the ending would be better in this, and it was actually worse in my opinion. Like, they kind of gave us more of an ending in the movie. So was this a good book? Yes, and it was a very easy read, and I really did think Natasha and Daniel were super cute, even though they do only have one day together and it is a little bit insta-lovey. They were really cute, so I liked that. However, the fact that I've already seen the movie, I feel like you just need to do one or the other. Like, watch the movie or read the book. I don't really think that it added much value to me reading this after I already saw the movie and saw the story unfold. But that's just me. I know a lot of people were saying they loved the book more than the movie. I think they're pretty similar, but hey. So that concludes the reading rush for me and my reading rush vlogs. Check out part 1 if you want to watch me read something like Gravity by Amber Smith or The June Boys by Court Stevens. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe for more content from me. Hopefully I'll do more vlogs now because this was actually pretty fun. Not sure what else I can really vlog, but maybe more reading vlogs. So yeah, drop a comment or like if you want for me, and thanks for watching.